God, it is cold as a motherfucker. Anyway, I really, really, really envy people who are able to learn from people that they don't respect. You know what I mean? Like they're able to sit back and like go, okay, this person is tripping, but I really dig what they're saying, and I'm gonna take pieces from it and implement it in my life. The only time I've ever been able to do that is with people that I truly respect. You know what I mean? Like on an ethical level. You know what I'm saying? Like, thank God I got an older brother, 4.5 years older, genius, he's like my hero straight up. And he's completely different than me. He's brilliant, 6'4", dark hair, clumsy. You know what I'm saying? Like, doesn't play sports. You know what I'm saying? Like, built computers as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was ahead of the curve. Made me read really weird stuff when I was young that I never understood. And, he was my teacher. But I do think it's very important, and maybe I'm wrong. Like I said, these are just, um, if you happen to be having a difficult time focusing when you're trying to learn from somebody, whether it's online, because there's a lot of great, 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 whether they're motivational or um, just have different ideas or whatever it may be, or just funny, or I don't know what the fuck it could be, but anything. Uh, there's a lot of those people out there, but there's a very few percentage of them where you either trust that person completely or you truly respect them on an ethical level and you really think that they have other people's best interests in mind. Um, when you find those people, I really do believe that what you learn is just as important as who you learn it from. Now, I'm not a smart person, so you're not going to learn a whole lot from me, but I do come across a lot of, fairly intelligent people, and thank God I have a brilliant brother, who gives me, nuggets here and there and breadcrumbs to what books to read and what languages to study and just texts and uh, just different things that are off the wall, you know what I mean? And I'm very lucky that way. But really try and learn from people that you respect, because if you learn from somebody who you really just don't like for whatever reason and it's just not clicking, the information won't stick and it won't stay with you, and the information isn't supposed to stay with you necessarily, especially if you're like in school. Like, it is, but it isn't. To pass a test it is, but these ideas and these concepts are supposed to, even if you don't figure it out to the end of the rainbow or whatever the fuck it is, um, they're supposed to inspire you to create your own ideas and be a free thinker and maybe come up with something new that helps humanity. That's the whole point. If you're constantly, and listen, I am not saying that younger people, like if you're listening to this, turn it off. I'm talking to people who are late 20s, 30s, 40s that understand what I'm saying, which is you've been through life, you've gone through enough. In order to gain that respect back, you got to find people that you trust and that you really admire, that are smart, and learn from them. And it's very difficult with school. And when you're online and you're scrolling and you start watching people's videos, whether they're mine, say you think that like I'm whatever, I don't give a fuck what you think, but say you think something, right? Stop watching it. Block it if you need to. I mean, I don't block really anybody except for maybe one person, but I unblocked them just because I felt bad for a certain circumstance. But anyway, focus on people that you truly admire and listen to them, because there's plenty of those people, entrepreneurs, um, and free thinkers that are out there that are really good people and they truly have your best intentions. And I hope it helps. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like I said, I'm not a smart person, but I'm very lucky that I've been surrounded by people who care about me enough, that want me to do better, that truly love me, that are family, and just are brilliant. And I know a lot of people aren't lucky like that, to have a sibling or a family member that is just, can guide you that direction your whole life and make you better. So if you don't have that, try to find it in college or school or online, and really look, you know what I mean? Really focus. And it's okay if in the beginning you're like, okay, this is it. And then later on, you're kind of like, well, take from it and implement it, you know what I mean? And then kind of backtrack and go, okay, well, what was this all about, really? And take a step back from it. And then trust me, though, there's another person out there that is saying similar things. Because, like I said before, and I kind of stand on this, like I say, I don't know anything. I think it's the best position to have in life. Um, Practicing things is the way to go, but definitively really thinking that you know the answers to whatever it is, I think it does debilitate or it atrophies your creative mind when you do that. You want to be a little festered with uh, questioning yourself and the ideas. And there are no new ideas. They were translated different at a different time. This is what I believe. Again, no PhD. You know what I mean? I'm not a licensed physician of any sort. I'm not a linguist, although I can translate certain stuff because I wanted to for certain things. But it's very important that you're learning these things from people that you admire, especially online. That's all I got.